I gave a little nibble of it yesterday on yesterday's show. I alluded to the butterfly effect of Drew Brees' NFL career and the what-ifs that accompany it every step along the journey. So I said, you know what, I got a couple minutes here. Let's go a little deeper today. Let's start 2001 NFL Draft. The Chargers have the #1 overall pick. They trade their first overall pick to the Falcons for Atlanta's 5th overall, Tim Dwight, and 2 additional selections. So with their 5th overall pick, San Diego takes LaDainian Tomlinson. And with their 2nd round pick that year, they took Drew Brees. That kind of built their franchise from the next 10 years. What if they didn't make that trade, though? Is Drew Brees drafted elsewhere? Is LaDainian Tomlinson a Falcons legend? Does Michael Vick play quarterback for the San Diego Chargers? What if Drew Brees is stuck somewhere else? What if Drew Brees is drafted and he's sitting, I don't know, behind Drew Bledsoe, or he's sitting behind one of these great other NFL quarterbacks, Peyton Manning? Does he ever get a shot? It's a lot to think about. That's the first what if. Okay, let's go to 2004. The Chargers, they take Phillip Rivers in the NFL draft. But Drew Brees doesn't just give him the job. He fights like hell and has some of the best years of his career, hangs on. Then the final weekend of the 2005 season, Brees separates his shoulder, and the official decision is it's time to move on. It's time to stick with Rivers. So what happens to Brees? Brees has to go somewhere next. He visits with the Miami Dolphins, and he and then head coach Nick Saban, there he is, the Dolphins Saban, hit it off. They have a great meeting. The deal is all but inked, until the doctors poked and prodded and looked at Drew Brees' shoulder and nixed it. So what happens next? Well, Brees goes elsewhere. But what if Drew Brees was a Dolphin? Does Nick Saban ever leave Miami for Alabama? Do we get Alabama as we know it now in the possibly the greatest dynasty of modern college football history if Drew Brees and Nick Saban are winning games in South Florida instead? And let's go a bit deeper. What if Drew Brees is the quarterback of the Dolphins? Do we never get the Wildcat? Do we never get this? This is what's really interesting. If Drew Brees is in Miami, do the Patriots win 11 of the last 12 division titles? Does Tom Brady have all these incredible home playoff wins if he's forced to play Drew Brees twice a season instead of whoever the Dolphins have had in the division? Then what about the Saints? Do the Saints ever win a Super Bowl without Drew Brees? Do we have the same careers for Sean Payton, Reggie Bush, Deuce McAllister, Jonathan Vilma, and all the other Saints superstars of the past 15 years without Drew Brees? Okay, let's go one step further. What about short quarterbacks? Okay. Is Russell Wilson given a shot if Drew Brees didn't succeed in the Saints? Does Baker Mayfield ever get taken first overall without all the Drew Brees comparisons that are made before him? Okay, what about people with birthmarks on their face?
Go on, who you got?
Okay. If you've got a big birthmark on your face, do you have a shot to be a star without Drew Brees doing it despite that? What about people who wear Wrangler jeans?
Go on.
They have pride. Go on. They don't do it with irony. Okay, what about the Minneapolis Miracle? If Drew Brees isn't able to take the Saints all the way back and get them to the last second of that game, do we even have Stephon Diggs, or is it just a 30-0 blowout for the Vikings? I'll tell you what if, none of it matters. Drew Brees is a Saint. He's the all-time leader in passing yards, and we're all better for it.
Yeah, he is.
Don't worry about what if. The butterfly effect, who cares? Nick Saban's in Alabama, Drew Brees, he's in New Orleans.
Incredible.
My head is like...
So many offshoots of the offshoots.